Welcome everyone to the 12th day of our Learning How to Live a Life of Gratitude. My name is Deborah Barton-Birden out of Cincinnati, Ohio, and I'll be your facilitator for today of reading the book, The Magic by Rhonda Byrne. Um, Let me check something for a minute and see. Yes, I was muted. I'm sorry. Uh, as I said, I was had some technical difficulties with the Hangout. We're getting it up and going. Um, Funny, it happened that way. I've been to a lot of hangouts, and I see where we all make these little mistakes of getting it up and going. Oh, I've got the, okay, let me take that off and go turn the questionnaire on for our listeners. And unfortunately, I've gone live, so I can't do it. So if you've been invited to one of our pages where we've embedded the Hangout, I won't see the questions because I didn't activate the Q&A. Um, Unfortunately. Oh my God. Okay. I'm getting these notifications and all kind of stuff. It's funny. Okay. It takes a minute to really get used to the Google Plus. If any of you have been over here learning how to do Hangouts or been in my class learning how to do Hangouts, let me give you a word of advice. I duplicated a previous setup, and I'm going to have to go and take all those down now. You really do have to go into the Hangout on Air and set up your event that way, because if you don't, you will have problems. Okay? Let me tell you that right now. You will have problems. If you just duplicate your event, it does not make it a Hangout on Air. So take that tip, that note, that with each event that you host, you must actually set it up from scratch. I had duplicated this whole week of events, but unfortunately, I just found out that it will not duplicate it being on air. So with each event that you want to be recorded in Hangout on air, you must start from scratch, which means you go to the Hangout on Air section of the Google Plus, and then when it says Start a Hangout, you click that button there, and you must put your event and hit later and then choose the date and time that way. Do not try to duplicate your previous events, because it will not be a Hangout on Air. It will be a Hangout, but it'll be more like the party Hangout, the private Hangout. So with that said, I'm going to get started on this Hangout with the reading of The Magic, written by Rhonda Byrne, published in 2012. And this book has been phenomenal. Some of the listeners have sent me messages in Facebook and on LinkedIn and stuff that are thanking me for the share of the book. Some have purchased it. It's in the description of the event. So if you want the link to purchase the book, I personally have it on my Kindle for PC, and that's what I'm reading it from. If you have a mobile device, you can get the Kindle download and purchase the book in Kindle. It's the cheapest way to get the book, and you get it immediately because it is a digital product. But this book, the principles and teachings in it have been phenomenal. I had a great weekend. I hope all of you guys had a fabulous weekend. It was a long weekend because we had Labor Day. And a light bulb just went off. Somebody mistaken our Labor Day as a day, our Veterans Day, and he was saying, remember what the day is for those that have went to war and for our freedoms. And I just laughed. I said, oh, he's got the days mixed up, the holiday mixed up. But Labor Day is designed to give all federal, state, government workers a day off. They made it an official day of not laboring on that day. Now, those of you that did miss the mark on what that day was originally designed for was for you to take care of you, to take a break, step back, and really, just relax. Taking a good book, have a nice barbecue with the family or whatever that may be. So if you continue to work through that day, you're really missing the point on not just the holiday, but how to take care of yourself. You got to take those moments that you rejuvenate and inspire yourself for the long haul, the long journey that you're on. We must take breaks. So with that said, we're going to start reading today's reading. I want to make sure that I'm up in everything that I'm doing. Let's see here. I want to make sure that I'm not echoing. So I'm putting I'm checking the tiny chat room because I'm in there sharing this with you guys, and the Hangout is going well. So look like, and I did change my browser to the Chrome. was an avid Firefox browser person and have been for years. But Firefox, for whatever reason, is not working very well with my RoboForm, which keeps my login details. I have RoboForm everywhere. If you're interested in that, personal message me and I'll give you my link, and you can download that for 30 days free to get used to using it, and then you can decide whether it works for you or not, and then purchase it. I invite you to get my link simply because you get a 30-day free trial. And I will put that in the description of the YouTube video after this Hangout, so you won't have to wonder, now how do I get with her? If you're new and don't know me, but came across this recording, I will put that in the link. But getting on with our reading today, it is day 12, the magical people who made a difference. Magical people who made a difference. There's a quote here by Albert Schweitzer. He says, at times our own light goes out and is rekindled by a spark from another person. Each one of us has cause to think with deep gratitude of those who have lighted the flame within us. He's a Nobel Peace Prize winner, medical missionary, and philosopher, Albert Schweitzer. Okay, every one of us has received help, support, or guidance from other people at particular times in our life when we needed it most. Sometimes another person alters the course of our life through their encouragement, guidance, or just being there at the right time. And then life goes on, and we tend to forget those times when one person touched us or changed our life. Sometimes you don't even realize the impact a person had until well into the future. When you look back on your life and realize that a particular person was pivotal in magically changing the direction of your life for the better. The person may have been a teacher or coach, an aunt, an uncle, a sibling, a grandparent, or any family member. They may have been a doctor, a nurse, or best friend. They may have been the person who introduced you to your current partner or to a particular interest that became one of your greatest passions. Maybe they were someone you didn't even know, and they appeared in your life very briefly, performing a random act of kindness that touched you to the core. My grandmother gave me my love for books, cooking, and the countryside. By sharing her love of those things with me, all of them affected and changed the course of my life. Cooking became a passion of mine for over 20 years. My love of books eventually led me to becoming a writer, and my love of the countryside has influenced where I've lived throughout my life. My grandmother also disciplined me with a steel hand to say thank you. At the time, I thought she was just teaching me to be polite. It was only later in my life I realized that teaching me to say the magic words was the greatest gift my grandmother ever gave me. She is not alive anymore, but I continue to be grateful to her for the huge influence she had on the course of my life. Thank you, Grandma. Now, right there, he found someone to say thank you to, and show gratitude. And why? Today, you are going to think about the magical people who have impacted your life. That's the mission of the day. Find a quiet place alone, sometime during the day today. Sit down and think of 3 extraordinary people who have made a difference in your life. Once you have your 3 people, work with one person at a time. Let me say that again. Once you have your 3 people, work with one person at a time and talk out loud to each person as though they were present. And this is real easy. You can sit a chair in front of you and imagine the person that you want to talk to is sitting in that chair, and it's amazing what your mind will do. It will actually give you a vision of that person sitting there smiling at you as you talk to them, telling him or her the reasons why you're grateful to them and how they affected the course of your life. Make sure you do this magical practice with all 3 people in the one session, because it will take your feelings of gratitude to a far deeper level. If you split up this magical practice throughout the day, you will not feel the same depth of gratitude nor receive the magical results. Here's an example of what you might say. Sarah, I want to thank you for the time that you encouraged me to follow my heart. I was lost and confused that day, and your words touched me and lifted me out of despair. Because of what you said, I found the courage to follow my dream, and I moved to France to work as an apprentice chef. I am living my dream, and I couldn't be happier. And all because of what you said to me that day. Thank you, Sarah. That's beautiful. That's a beautiful way to put your thank you to the person. And ironically, the gratitude that you share out loud to that vision of that person sitting there will catapult your emotions for the second person. And you'll already, as you share this message with that second person and then the third, your gratitude emotion will be so vibrating high to the universe. You're going to have an awesome day. It's very important that you say the reasons why you're grateful also. And you can't say too much. Instead, the more you say and the more you feel, the more amazing the results. So don't worry about how long it gets what you want to explain to them. The more you explain and you show gratitude for what they've done for you, it will actually make it better. You will see the magic explode in your life from doing this practice. It numbers amongst the most powerful acts of gratitude you ever perform. I'm going to take a break for a minute there, and I'm going to share something. As I was reading that, I realized that we can turn our pain from the past around. When someone has hurt you and you're still carrying it in your consciousness, your subconscious, it's almost cutting you to the core of the spirit. You can take the time to find something in that experience that you can say thankful for, even though it hurt you. I know it sounds crazy, but have you ever felt like you just can't close a chapter in your life and you know you want to, but something can transpire to spark all those emotional pains? This is a perfect example to turn that around and say, thank you for what the experience you gave me. Don't name the circumstance. Just say, thank you for the experience you gave me. Because as I came through that experience, it shaped me into the person I am today, and I am now forgiving you for doing that to me. And I'm forgiving myself for carrying that pain of the circumstance with me all this time. And you can make an example to yourself that you have grown, and you realize that the hurt that person did to you may be because that person was hurting too. Because I'm a true believer in the fact that only hurt people hurt other people. When you really think about it, if you're happy and enjoy and love and your day's just going great, you don't have on your mind to hurt somebody. All you want to do is do good in other people's lives. So that's why I say that hurt people hurt other people without even knowing they're doing it. And the ones that do it intentionally, you have to give that to God. You have to give it out to the universe, let it go, and feel sorry for them because they're hurting. Don't be mad at them because they hurt you. You're bigger than that. You can overcome that. Look at that person sitting in front of you and feel their pain and say, you know what? I forgive you. And I'm grateful that you were that experience was part of my life, because even though it hurt me, it shaped me into the person I am today. And I'm bigger than that. I'm greater than that. I'll go on with the reading now. I just wanted to share that because I have had to do that with several circumstances in my life with my ex-in-laws. So I know how well it can allow you to forgive. Forgiveness is the greatest tool we can ever have, is to forgive another person. At the same time, you've got to learn how to forgive yourself. If you're not in a position to talk out loud, then you can write down your words to each person and address them as though you're writing a letter. Nice tool. When you have completed this practice, you will feel a huge difference in the way that you feel. The evidence of gratitude's power working is always that first and foremost, it makes you happy. The secondary evidence of gratitude's power is that you attract wonderful things. And as if all of that wasn't enough, the happiness you feel after practicing gratitude also attracts more wonderful things, which will make you even happier. That's the magic of life, and that's the magical power of gratitude. That is the reading for today's Learning How to Live a Life of Gratitude, number 12. I'm going to summarize our day for the practices up to this point. The magic pack practice number 12 is magical people who made a difference. Count your blessings. Make a list of 10 blessings. Write why you're grateful for them. Reread your list, and at the end of each blessing, say thank you, thank you, thank you, and feel as grateful for that blessing as you can. Because the feeling is what really catapults the thought and the words spoken into the universe. So the universe knows to give you more of that gratitude, things to be grateful for. Gratitude will grow and grow and grow. You're going to find a quiet place alone sometime during the day and make a list of 3 people who made a difference in your life. You're going to work through the list one person at a time, and while talking out loud, tell each person the reason why you're grateful for them and exactly how they affected the course of your life. Now tonight, just before you go to bed, I want you to hold your magic rock in one hand and say the magical words, thank you, for the best thing that happened during the day. So that's day 12 of our reading. And before I end our session, I want to play the Entrepreneur's Prayer. I actually forgot to kick that in at the beginning, so I don't want to lose the flow of my gratitude, so I'm going to kick it in now into the before we go into our conversation about what we read. I'm going to put it in to today's lesson.
As I awaken with the gift of yet another day and prepare for the tasks at hand, I offer up this most ardent prayer for continued clarity of purpose, so that I may hold my vision steady and keep my focus on the needs and success of others, which in turn shall bring me my success. I pray for the wisdom to expect abundance in my life, that it surrounds me and is available for the taking, and to be shameless and unapologetic upon its receipt, for I deserve abundance. I pray for a cheerful countenance, be it clear or cloudy skies, and that I may radiate and infect others with my positive attitude. I pray for the trust of others, that they may recognize my sincerity and true intentions, so that we may move forward together. I pray for the strength to fend off adversity and use my desire and determination as both weapon and shield. I pray for the courage to carry forth my convictions during the battle of business, and to resist temptation to a quicker monetary result when such temptation compromises these things for which I stand. I pray that I may be used as a lightning rod to collect the amazing ideas already present in the universe, and when blessed with such inspiration, that I may be able to apply my talents and abilities to turn the power of thought into measurable advancement of my goals. I pray to retain my childhood wonder so that I may recognize and revel in the small miracles of each day that others may miss. I pray for an infinite supply of self-confidence, for it alone fortifies faith, strengthens my resolve, and conquers the largest enemy I will ever face, fear. I pray for a compassionate spirit and the patience to offer those who seek my advice and my help my full and undivided attention. I pray for good health and a feeling of well-being, and the continued desire to improve those areas of my physical life I may be neglecting in the name of my spiritual and entrepreneurial advancement. I pray that today is a day of excellence, and at its conclusion, I can acknowledge and be grateful for the forward motion I have made and the growth I have experienced. I pray most of all for the understanding and support of those closest to my heart, my family, that they will equate what may seem like endless hours of apparent preoccupation with affairs of business to what is at the very core of my being, that which drives me. For once I achieve what I have set out in its fullest, I will become that more complete me I strive to be. It is for these things I pray, for I am an entrepreneur.
You know, it's so easy to get distracted and Um, I'm sorry, I had to unmute the tiny chat room. It's so easy to get distracted and uh, lose where you are with what you do. And it's simply because with the challenge of the Hangout on Air, setting it up, I actually forgot to play that before we got started with the reading. So, I invoke the higher power to be over everything that we do because that works for me. And if it works, if I'm doing better, I can only help you be better. Um, I know we're in a day and time where we're judged about being politically correct, but I'm not coming from a religious standpoint. I am really a spiritual being having a human experience. So I still acknowledge the spiritual side of everything that I do. It's not about religion. It's about giving thanks and gratitude for the circumstances, experiences, and abundance that's in my life. I don't know how anybody can live without it. There are many that do, and God bless them, but I choose to be open-minded and full disclosure in who I am and what I am. That way you never get a surprise about me. I want to welcome our guest in the tiny chat as well as in the Hangout. Unfortunately, I'm unable to answer any questions in the Hangout because I immediately went live without being able to push the Q&A button. But if you're on our page where the tiny chat is being hosted, you're welcome to put your questions in regard to today's reading into the chat, and I will be able to see those questions. Today was a very easy reading, and it really delves deep into, excuse me, the where we are all walking through this journey of a whole host of things that we think we've put away, but we haven't. There can be a circumstance as easy as a song, or someone can remind you of an event, and those things will crop up, good or bad, will crop up, and they'll change the structure of your emotion in a heartbeat. Have you ever been around somebody where they're having such an awesome day? They're happy. You guys are having just a beautiful day. You're out doing things together, and then all of a sudden, in the blink of an eye, their emotion changes to a negative, and you wonder, where did this come from? What did I do wrong? And it's not you, it's what that person's going through. So the next time you're in that experience, use this tip, use this tool to help them see how they're making you feel, and then forgive them, and just try to get back on the positive energy of things. You are responsible for you. No one can do anything to you that you don't allow them to. And that's just a fact of life. When you can operate in a life of gratitude, and you can see the person as an individual that is where you used to be or where you might be now. Just remember, when they are hurting you, don't see the physical. Okay? I mean, this will really help you a lot. If you not see the physical and you see the spiritual nature of it, these people are in pain. And that's why they're lashing out at you or hurting you, is because they're in pain. And they want to bring you to their level of pain. You can refuse it. You can say, that's not for me. And turn that around and say, I know you're hurting. And if you just acknowledge it, embrace it, and then forgive it, then you won't hurt me like you're hurting me now. It's crazy, but it works. And I've been there with my children, with my parents, and with some friends, And when I stay in the conscious of, this person is hurting me, and I'm not going to take this, and then I want to be revengeful, I lose the opportunity to be grateful to help someone else out of their pain. Wow, that was powerful. I don't even know where those words came from. You see what I mean? How God can show up and speak through us, for us. I was not intending to say those words, but they were very powerful. That you lose the opportunity. Let me see if I can rephrase that. I can say that again. You lose the opportunity to be bigger than what it is and help someone else out of their pain. And you don't ever want to do that. You don't want to lose that opportunity. And then you're divided, and, the evil is conquering the relationship that you and that person will have or could have. That was powerful. You see, I see, it's magical things like that that just show up and make me feel absolutely awesome in my day. Because I'm telling you, that did not come from me. It came from the spirit in me speaking through me, sharing that with you. That felt good. That felt real good. Sam, I want to acknowledge you. This is Sam Bradley from Marion, North Carolina. He is my co-host today, and I apologize for the hangout, not being able to have you into the hangout, but I'm glad that you're here at Tiny Chat with me and helping me deliver this awesome day of day 12 in our 28 day of challenge. How are you doing this, Sam, today?
Doing good.
That's great. Oh, wait. I keep forgetting to unmute myself.
Just doing a little technical work.
Ah, okay. So you're having some little technical challenges as well, or are you just putting some things together?
Doing some behind-the-scenes work.
Oh, okay. Okay, great. Great. I see we had quite a few people coming in and out of the tiny chat room, which was nice for the circumstance. Well, with that, I'm going to end our hangout broadcast and then come over here to Tiny Chat and collaborate with you. I do have some announcements before I end the day. I want to share some announcements with you guys. Let me go back to Tiny Chat and fix it. Sam, did you have anything on me before I move forward to the announcements? Do you have anything you want to share with us in regard to today's reading?
No, it's very powerful. As always, just thank you that you was able to do it, and I'm sure it reached out to a lot of people. One person stayed in there and listened to almost the entire thing. So just don't forget to mention your links if you did.
Yeah,
it's fine.
Yeah, I'm getting ready to do the announcements of the links right now, and I'm going to share two of our sponsors as well before I end the hangout. Today just one of my, get it together days. Well, I'm glad that you were able to be here in Tiny Chat and help with the information. Help with the co-host of the show and all. It is challenging for me to know where to hit the mute button to the Tiny Chat so it doesn't feed into the hangout as a echo. But I think I'm getting the drift of it now, how to do it. When I am talking, I need to do the button at the bottom so it doesn't come back through. I can still speak it here, but it doesn't radiate back through my speakers and give an echo into the hangout. Is that correct, Sam?
Yes, that's a good idea. I'm glad that you figured that out. We want to do the best quality broadcasting that we can possibly do, of course. And but you're doing a fine job. Really appreciate your interest in this, and I'm sure people are going to benefit from what we're doing.
Well, that's my go, and like you, I hope that people will benefit from the efforts that I'm sharing here. We have some new shows coming up to lengthen our calendar that is going to help them. It's not just personal growth. We're going to be here to help you with your marketing skills, and we're going to be interviewing people that have seen success, and they're going to share with you how they succeeded at getting the success that they got. Because the thing that you have to remember, that success is what is based on your efforts and not someone else's. But I like when people share how they got their success. Where did they start, and where are they now, and what's their goals for the future? When you can learn from that, what they done, then it will only help you in what you do. I'm going to share a sponsor's ad right now, and then we're going to come back, and I have some announcements to make. So let me get that for you. I'm trying to find where they are now. Okay, here they. I'm at my announcement, the sponsors ads now. Okay, let's get this going here.
Business is helping Easy Wealth Associates make lots of money, and with well over $1.5 million in payouts so far, business is great. Chances are you arrived at this site because you're looking to make money, right? Well, I know you're not here for your health, because you will not find any lotions or potions here, and our products will not make you live longer, run faster, or jump higher. But they will make you wealthy. You see, we have but one goal here at Easy Wealth Solution, and that is to help you become very wealthy by selling other people's products. We supply the products and a turnkey website just like this one, so you can be up and running in just a few minutes from now. When our associates make a sale, they keep 100% of the money, and it's sent directly to their favorite online account within 24 hours. And if you're a little financially challenged right now, don't worry about the startup cost, because your sponsor is going to give you a free level number 1 position valued at $47. And we'll show you how to leverage that free position into unlimited daily cash payments of $47, $97, $247, $497, and $997. Our proprietary pay plan is so unique and so lucrative. Many of our associates are reporting that this is the first program they've actually made any money with, something I'm very proud of. So if you're one of those people who found it difficult to make money with other programs, you owe it to yourself to take a look at what we have. All you have to do is click the button right here to register for the free tour, then log in and watch the How It Works movie at the Easy Wealth Drive-In. I guarantee that it'll be the best 10 minutes you spend today. So if you're here for your wealth and not your health, take the free Easy Wealth Tour. If your last so-called great opportunity turned out to be not such a great opportunity after all, take the free tour. And if you're not 100% convinced that Easy Wealth Solution is the right program for you, simply click the cancel button in the Member Center and you're out. It's that simple. So go ahead and register right here, and I'll see you over at the Easy Wealth Drive-In to watch the How It Works movie.
Now, for those of you that are interested in that sponsor, you can actually go to the website onlinebiz1.com. That's onlinebiz1, the number 1.com, and gather more information. I would check it out and see what it's about. You can have a choice of sponsors on that page. Now, if you're interested in getting your message out to our listeners, like we just did with that sponsor, we want to invite you to go to marketing marketingtelecenter.com. That's marketingtelecenter.com, and see where you can click the advertise icon and get involved with getting your jingle made, or if you already have the jingle, you can share it with our listening audience, as well as we have an interview button. If you're interested in getting involved with Sam and I for an interview, we're going to be doing the Conversations with Deborah interviews starting this week. We have one coming up with Omar that opted in for it, and we're still waiting for his data to get the interview going. But we will be announcing that and making an event excuse me, for that interview. So our listeners will be able to experience Omar's interview. And this is a great way for you to build on your know, like, and trust. When you involve yourself with someone talking to you about you, what you do, and how you do it, and what are your plans for the future. And if you're a little cam shy, that's okay. You don't have to use the cam. We can actually, do the interview without the cam on, because what people are really going to pay attention to is what you're saying and how you're saying it and what's in it for them by hooking up with you. The cam is good so people can see you're for real, and a lot of times when you go into conversation with someone, it takes your consciousness off the fact that you are being in front of the cam, and you're more focused on what it is that you want to share with other people about you and what you do and how you do it. So we invite you to go to marketingtelecenter.com, click the interview button, and join us in an interview here on Conversations with Deborah. This is our personal growth hour, and we're getting to the top of the hour. I have not seen any questions come through the tiny chat as of this point, so I'm going to play one more sponsor's ad, and then I'm going to end the... Now, if you're on the page, deborahbarton.com/CWD, and listening, or if you're on the page that I'm trying to get the link for Sam's page. Let me see here. marketingtelecenter.com. You can also listen to from there. Sam, is that where you're sending them for your page? Is that the correct URL also for listening to the tiny chat? Oh, wait, Sam, I didn't have it unmuted. I'm sorry. Can you say that again?
Yes, it's marketingtelecenter.com.
Okay, marketingtelecenter.com will allow you to not only opt in for the advertising of your jingle or having a video made for our, as a sponsor, and have it played here on the host of the show, but you also can get the interview, and you can also go there to hear the tiny chat broadcast of Conversations with Deborah Personal Growth Hour with my co-host Sam Bradley. With that said, I'm going to put in this sponsor so we can end the recorded broadcast, because I don't want it to go over an hour. We have a tendency to get too far into it, and if we go over an hour, it takes YouTube a little longer to... I hope this is the right one. No, I don't think so. Let me see here. I'll just do this one. I'll do this one. I keep wanting to, I keep forgetting to go get the 4 steps to success correct. advertisement. I've got the opportunity there, and it's a little too long for actually putting as a in our show. But here you go.
How would you like to make $20 just by filling out a simple form on your computer? Well, you can, and there's also a way to continue earning $20 over and over again. Let me explain how it works. You've seen those gift cards and debit cards at the front of the big box stores of your local grocery stores, right? Well, did you know that that shelf space is some of the most valuable and expensive space in the entire retail store? And that those cash card companies pay the store a big fat commission every time one of their customers takes a card and loads it with cash. Well, Netspend decided that they would like to distribute their MasterCard and Visa debit cards in a different way. Instead of paying the big box stores, they would rather pay their own customers that fee instead of the super wealthy retail stores. So here's how it works. When you fill out the short form on the Netspend website, they will mail you a MasterCard or Visa debit card, which you'll receive usually within a week. You then load that card with at least $40, which you can easily do at any local grocery stores or anywhere that Western Union is found. Heck, you can even do it online yourself. And within 48 hours, Netspend will add an additional $20 onto your card that you can spend any way you want, anywhere you want. Now, most of the time, they're actually going to load it within minutes of you putting your $40 onto your card. When I went to my local grocery stores and loaded my card, I had my extra $20 loaded before I even got to the checkout stand. And that's because they sent me a text showing that it had already been deposited. Now, if you like that, just wait until you learn how you can get Netspend to start loading your card with $20 commissions over and over again. Remember when you fill out the original form to get your own card? Well, that action also gave you your own instant website on the Netspend website that allows you to refer other people. And every time that they get their own debit card and place $40 on it, Netspend will send you $20 directly to your card. And your customer, of course, gets their $20. So actually, Netspend is paying out $40 every time a new account is opened. Now, watch this. If you refer your spouse and they get their own card, well, you earn $20 for that referral. And your spouse, of course, made $20 when they loaded their $40. And you were paid another $20 when they did that same action. So in total, you and your spouse earned a total of $60 in pure profit. So let me ask you this question. How many couples do you know that could use an extra $60 and then be positioned to earn additional $20 referral fees onto those cards over and over again, just like you? Now, while this is a great income source by itself, imagine how strong it is when you use this as a feeder program for your main business opportunity. In other words, this can pay the startup costs for someone wishing to join your main business. If your referral wants to keep all the cash, they can. If they want to use that cash to invest in your business, well, they can do that too. The choice is theirs. So go ahead and fill out the form right now and get your debit card on the way and get your affiliate link right now.
So that description of the card, I've been with them since 2007, and I'm going to tell you, I've made a lot of money with that card. I've helped a lot of people get started in opportunities by getting that free 20 over and over and over. But that's just the first aspect of that card. That card is so much more. It pays you, it has a savings account with it that pays you up to 5% annually on your savings, which every month I put $100 in there, and my monthly post of what I'm saving, the interest I'm saving on my money, is more than the bank would ever give me. It would take 5 times the amount of time to make the money on my savings as it does with Netspend in a regular bank. A bank now is not even paying 1%; they're paying a percentage of a percent of 1%, which is like 0.09% on your money. That's nothing. But Netspend gives you 5%. Not only that, but the card also has another plus. I love the plug. And that is, it comes with a virtual debit card that you can use. You just set it up in your back office of your Netspend account, and it actually gives you another credit card number that you can use to go shopping online. Now, why is this a plus? Because people get hacked, or the people that you're sharing your credit card number with may not have the level of integrity that you assume they have, and they can actually take your plastic card number, and use it over and over and over to get money from you. But if you set up a virtual credit card, you can actually disable that card after you use it, and now that card can no longer be used by anyone, not even you. It succeeded at the purchase you wanted or the subscription that you wanted, and then when you disable it, you don't have to worry about it ever being used again, and you can make as many virtual credit cards as you want out of your back office. It's just like a debit card. It's attached to the same account, but it gives you a new credit card number that you don't have to use your plastic card. You can use the virtual number. It also has the 3-digit number on the back of the card. Everything you need that your card comes with is virtual, but you can disable it at any time you choose. Have you ever signed up for a subscription and you can't figure out how to stop the subscription? This is a perfect way to protect your money from being taken from you by using the virtual card. The other aspect of this card allows you to receive your direct deposits up to 5 days early. If you get a Social Security disability and you direct deposit it to your card, you will actually receive your money 5 days early. Or if your payroll check is direct deposited, you can get your payroll check up to 2 days early. So this is a card that I call it the card that allows me to manage and make money with, and I've been with them since 2005. I love it. It's much better than any traditional bank has ever been to me. And you can now actually go to the number 20 dollargift.com and opt in to be referred by me for that card. With that said, I'm going to end the broadcast of the Hangout. I want to say thank you very much. We've got about 11 viewers on here, and from different places. This is nice. This is actually growing each day as we move forward. We're up to day 12, and I have 11 listeners that have been here the whole time. I'm grateful for that. You guys, I hope this helped you today in getting started in how to build a more freer life, a more positive life, learning how to live a life of gratitude. Day 12 of the 28-day challenge. You guys have a great day. Go out, help someone else. Have a great day too. With that said, I'm going to end the broadcast. Thank you very much for being here today. My name is Deborah Barton-Birden, and I'm Conversations with Deborah.